Okay, Itamix Ganatoni, good morning. It is about 10 minutes past 9 a.m. on Thursday, my favorite day of the week. Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. Going into the lunar cycle Matsi Kapisaki, some the frog moon. Haven't seen the first crescent yet, but any day, and that'll be the last winter lunar cycle, the last of 7. And we'll be in summer proper, even though it already feels like summer the last few days. And today I'm pretty sure it's gonna get warm again. I'm in a hoodie with a t-shirt now, but I'm pretty sure I'll be down to a t-shirt, and might be time to break out the shorts. We'll see. Any case, I'm coming to you from the outskirts of Coaldale, Alberta, neighboring town. I'm just leaving town. Stopped in this morning to pick up some frozen rats. My friend Sarah made a bulk order of some frozen rats, and for all of her reptiles and for several of her friends that have reptiles, because I guess the minimum order she can make with the company that she's buying through is a $200 order, and it's a really good deal as far as like per food item. I got medium rats, but I think she got some different sizes, from everything from little pups to kind of jumbo size rats. So we can't get live rats in Alberta. It's illegal to have any kind of rats in Alberta. They're just trying to keep the province rat free, but can still get frozen. So probably I will piggyback on Sarah's orders again in the future. Any case, what else is on the agenda today? I don't know. Chelsea's home. She's gonna work, I think, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. So this be her last day off. Probably me, her, and the kids will go do something, maybe a nature walk, something in that order. Chelsea and I are starting a cleanse today, a 12-day cleanse, nutritional cleanse. She has some kind of supplement that she's taking with it to help her with the cleanse, some kind of dietary supplement. I'm just going with just clean whole foods, just to kind of support Chelsea and her efforts, and to put the booze back in its place. Ever since we took the whole month of February off, had no alcohol, and then March we went to Costa Rica, and we really enjoyed our cervezas there. I don't think there was a day there when we weren't drinking. And so coming back home, just being on this quarantine stuff and being bored, everybody's day drinking, and we have been no exception. So got to put that in check. So I think that's gonna be something that this little cleanse will help with. This morning I'm just having for breakfast, Chelsea made some porridge. I'm not a big fan of porridge, but we need the blueberries. I probably need some of the carbs, so I'm going to eat what I can of it. I also brought along some celery with peanut butter and my coffee. Peanut butter is not quite legit, because this is not just pure peanut butter. This stuff has the sugar mixed in. So it's not really, shouldn't be having this with the cleanse, but oh well, it's not that bad. But yeah, just whole foods, meat, nuts, fruits, vegetables for the next 12 days or so. Lots of water. I am allowed to have coffee. I'm gonna probably go today buy myself some different teas, have some different teas and such, and go through 12 days of cleanse. As far as what else is on the agenda today, I don't know. I'm already feeling like busybody. I need to get out and do something. So we'll see. Heading back to Lethbridge, step number 1. Sure enough, It's not even 11 o'clock yet, and I have felt compelled to remove my hoodie. It's getting too warm. Probably should have just changed into shorts, but wasn't thinking. I had, on my way home, stopped at the Dollarama, picked up some more pots and stuff so I could do some transfers of my tomato plants into bigger containers. Then I went home, I got some dishes going. I brought my bowl from my porridge, which I didn't eat, by the way. I maybe ate a third of my porridge, but oh well. I already feel a little bit more hunger coming on. I'm gonna have to pick up some meat, because meat will fill me up, eh? Meat, maybe some boiled eggs, stuff like that. Lots of protein. I'll go protein heavy in my cleanse. Anyway, it must be visit nearby town days, because while I was at the house, I got a phone call through the rattlesnake line from somebody in Shaughnessy who says she has a rodent, something that looks like a big rat, stuck in her culvert. No doubt it is a muskrat on the move. They're migrating between waters right now, but she would like me to come take a look at it. She said there's a lot of cats around there. The muskrat's kind of in danger being there, and she's not comfortable with this hissing rat in her culvert anyway. So that's where we're headed now. I've got, after that, one trap to set on the south side, a skunk trap, and then I'll probably stop by the studio. I brought a couple of things from my freezer that I want to stash in the studio's freezer, some animal parts. And I'm going to look at the situation there. Probably going to start moving some of my plants over to the studio because I do have a good window there that gets direct sunlight that I haven't been utilizing since we've had class. So might as well get some of my starts over there into that little packet of sunlight. So we got a few things on the agenda now, but first, the muskrat. Hello. Hey.
How are you?
I'm Ryan.
He's right over here. Right there.
Oh, he's in the window well.
Yes.
Aha. Yeah. Yeah, he just got stuck, that's all, huh?
He is stuck, eh?
Yeah, he just needs to be let out of there.
Yeah.
Go on his way.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Sure. Let's see. It's the easy way in there. Yeah.
So he is stuck.
Yeah. They get stuck in these window wells pretty often, actually.
How did they get in there in the first place? How would they jump in?
He's traveling, trying to find a new water source. Doesn't like where he wintered anymore. So he probably was in somebody's, cow pond or something, something like that. Or he might even come up from the river, but he's trying to find a new place to go, and they often run into problems like this.
Because they were digging over there for, what were they doing? For water?
Oh, did they empty out a slough or something? Or?
I'm believing so, yes.
I might have just displaced him then.
Yeah.
So I'll find him a good watery place to go.
Wow. But it would help if we had something like a board like that. Would have been able to come out.
Yeah, you could have ramped him out of there, something like that.
Ah, then he'd been on the run.
Yeah, he'd have been trying to find some place to go still. So, yeah, I'll bring him somewhere, and then he can go straight to a water source. Yeah, you're not getting out of there easy, bud.
Are you filming there too, or?
Yeah.
Oh, but now I'm happy. Now, good. So what was it feeding on?
What is he feeding on?
Yeah, because apparently he's been there stuck for a while.
Oh, has he? Yeah, who knows then? He's probably hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no muskrat food in there, that's for sure. Hey, bud.
Yeah.
You want some apple? I stopped and picked up some apple. It's good stuff. Yeah, they said he'd been in there for a while, so I'm curious whether or not he'll eat anything before I take him over to the pond. Just here at Spopik me. You want some of this? This is good. It's good. Taste it. Yum, yum. It's very tasty. Good apple. Here, have some. Try some. Yeah, I stopped and picked up apples and some pulled chicken at Safeway. And he's too stressed. Doesn't want to eat because he's too stressed. Alright, we'll take you down to the pond, bud. Are you ready to be a free man? I bet you are. Get a couple of pictures of you, Mr. Cute. Gonna release a muskrat over here if you want to see.
Yeah, that's what that is. I thought it was a beaver, but then I looked at the tail. I was like, too stupid. It's not a beaver.
No, this is a muskrat got caught in somebody's window well.
Oh no.
Yeah, they sometimes migrate looking for new waters and stuff. So this guy ended up climbing around by somebody's house and getting stuck.
Are they hard to catch though?
Well, in a trap, it's pretty hard to catch them. Although I have done it before in like some of the city ponds they get into, and they like eat some of the water system, the hoses and stuff.
Oh really?
Oh.
Weird.
But this one I caught with a catch pole, so I just have a loop that I took over. Yeah.
Take a picture of him now?
Yeah, you can take a picture before
I never see him again?
let him go, because he's gonna dive.
Oh my god, you're adorable. Is that like a baby or is that generally the
No,
size?
that's a full-grown
Really?
muskrat. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
You just get me the...
Probably a male muskrat is looking for a different territory. All right, should we see if he'll go diving?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's ready to get out. Check it out, bud. Oh, right away to eating some bonuses, some stems. They said he was caught for a while, so he might have been days in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hungry. Tried to feed him some apple. He didn't want any of that, but. Yeah, right away to munching out. Bulrush stems, that's what he wanted, not apples. Can see the turtles are definitely enjoying the heat. There's one just in the water there, bigger one. More on this log. Nice. All right, let's go set up a skunk trap. All right, so this is the residence, 6th Avenue South, that has a skunk issue in the backyard. All nicely unlocked for me. Alright, let's see if there's any obvious digging. Check the shed here. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is where we got Skunky living, huh? Alright. We will set the trap here. Baited with a raw egg as usual. Let's see if we can catch our little skunky guy. Next couple of days here. Here we go. Yeah, my season's gonna pick up here pretty quick, I think. Weather changing and all. All right. Not quite sure what's next. Maybe stop by the house, do some gardening. Who knows? Who knows? Might make a trip to the studio. Might get calls for something else. I don't want to blow the daylight too. Might go out hiking. We'll see. But my jobs for the day are done. So far, unless I get more calls. Alright, so here's my gardening work for the afternoon. I moved about 6 tomatoes into these larger pots, hung some up, hung one inverted with just playing around with a milk carton. So we'll see how that works. But these other hanging ones should do all right. Not quite sure what to do with the kale, whether it needs to be repotted or what. Probably. And the peppers, definitely, you know. Potatoes are all doing good. This one's got the yam in there too. So I'm not sure which one is the yam, but one of those probably is a yam. These ones are just sprouting up here. Oh, Polly looking guilty. This one's the one we've had going all along, and it's almost as tall as me now. So I put several of the flats, well, a few of the flats anyway, full of the starters in the secondary pots into the truck. I'm going to bring them over to the studio and make use of the sun-facing window there since nobody's around. And I stop by there almost every couple days anyway, so watering should not be an issue. It's just going to get me some more coffee. Maybe I'll change into shorts. It's getting pretty warm.
Nice. It's cloudy, but it's nice.
Yeah, I think I'll change into shorts. They'll be more comfortable. And go from there. Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know. Cody wants to play makeup, so who knows?
You might just stick around, eh?
Yeah, I want to go out for a drive, so probably we'll just go for a drive somewhere and come back. Get them out. Air out our animals.
Yeah. So, I stopped by the studio and dropped off those beds of plants that I had talked about, and then decided to come straight down here to the city water intake because I still haven't looked in on this beaver since I got back from Costa Rica. So I'm gonna go look in on the beaver situation here, probably hike upstream a ways too, check out some of the lodges and beaver families and stuff up that way. I've also got my eyes peeled for the mink because my photographer friend told me he saw the mink somewhere in this area above the weir. Lots of people on the trails today. And it's warm, overcast but warm. I'm a little bit worried some of these clouds over here by the university might dump some rain, but I guess water never hurt nobody. Well, that's not true, but hey. Well, definitely the culvert flow is going pretty strong, at least on the far side. Kind of over on this side, not as strong. I wonder if there's anything kind of obstructing the pipes on this side. I'm gonna have to bring my grappling hook in here and toss it down there and pick up whatever debris is left from the winter food cache and such. Try to scoop a bit of that out of there. I don't know if this is cheating on my diet or not, but it says it's 100% pineapple juice, nothing added, so I think that's clean. Even though it tastes like a sugar bomb. Oh, look at that. It's a muskrat. I'm going to turn on my iPhone so I can close in on it and get a better look. The muskrat's ditching now. He crossed over to the riverside. He's kind of checking me out. Can't tell if there's a lot of debris. I mean, obviously there's some. There's at least one top of a tree sticking up here and a few branches in here. But I wonder how much debris I can fish out of here. Yeah, gotta bring that grappling hook for sure. And I wonder if this is where the beaver is currently trenched in. Right where the muskrat was poking up at. Let's kind of take a peek down here. Whoa. Looks pretty likely, hey? So probably I'm gonna have to start kind of clearing sticks if he starts piling them up here along this opening. He could also be in here. Basically, I just gotta monitor this space and clear as much of the winter debris out of here as I can. That will be a job for the next time Chelsea's had a break. Because for the next 3 days, well, I could bring the kids down here too. You could muck around out here while I fish for sticks. Let's go see the next lodge upstream. So here is the upstream shoreline lodge. This mess of mud and branches here. Can hear some mallards out across the river there somewhere. Oh, just out there. Yeah, the river's a bit high. Not surprised, given the warmth. Gonna have a lot of snow melt potentially rapidly. So we'll see how the flooding goes this season. That lodge, they probably work this canal. This is a storm drainage canal, I believe, going up into the north end of the country club. We're going to cross this bridge over here and head further upstream yet, see what else is happening. This is a construct here, but it's caved in. Okay. But one wonders whether or not there might still be a beaver living in here. It's, I suppose, entirely possible. I never noticed if there was a food cache out here this winter. I don't think so, though. I think we checked this canal and there wasn't any indication of current occupancy there. So let's head even further upstream here and scout out some of the other beaver territory. Ah, at last, the bullberries are starting to bloom. Wonder where all the pollinators are at this moment. Usually, as soon as they open, there would be a swarm of honeybees around. Maybe there's no honeybee hive near enough to this tree, I don't know. But normally they're pretty on top of those things. Anyhow, bullberries are beginning. I'm just gonna come out here and see if make sure I haven't missed any shoreline lodges walking the asphalt trail. Doesn't look like it. Looks like the next lodge was that one right up there that we already checked. So, and looking upstream here, not seeing much. Across the river. No beaver. All right. Continue on. Well, I've finally spotted the next lodge upstream. I don't know if you can see it there. It's about halfway, a little more than halfway between me and the mouth of that next Oxbow Canal. It's probably 2/3 of the way over there. So here's that upstream lodge we were just looking at. It appears to be very well established. No doubt been here for years. And strong, sturdy construction. Haven't seen anything across the river yet. We're about into the Riverstone area now. So there used to be a lodge up this way across the river. I'll keep my eyes peeled. And there should be another lodge somewhere up that Oxbow, maybe. We will check it out. Well. There is yet another lodge coming up here before the mouth of the Oxbow. Just before. I wonder if this is not the lodge of the Riverstone beavers. And they've just scooted across the river. There used to be a lodge right over there, but I don't see anything there now. This too is quite large and fortified, and I think very much occupied. All right, Oxbow coming right up. Very dedicated trail runner. Where'd the beaver dam go?
I know. Darn it, he.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
You too. So, yeah, there used to be a beaver dam right there where she just walked across, but it's no longer there, and the water is, like you saw, pretty close to waist deep. I don't think I'll go in. I'm not that driven to see what's on the other side of the oxbow because I can come at that from a different angle. But I am curious about this wood pile over here, whether this is a beaver lodge at the edge of the property of the country club. It looks rather lodgish. Yeah, I would say so. So this is another beaver lodge, and judging from fresh mud being brought up, I would say it's still being occupied. And these are the guys that would have built that dam, I think, over there before. I did remember them being established in this canal, so looks like there might be a shoreline lodge over across the way too. Awesome. So we've counted what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lodges upstream from the intake canal, and 1 right at the intake canal. So really 5 lodges between the intake canal and the Lethbridge Country Club Oxbow. It's quite a few beavers, you know. Got something stickery in my shoe. I'm gonna have to get it out. I don't like these new sandals too much. Ouch, 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 ouch. Yeah, let's take a look at what's going on here. Ouch, ouch. This is the same brand I usually get. Oh yeah, just a little thorn there. Same brand I usually get, the Keen, but they've decided to put hard toes onto my favorite sandal. And that sucks, because whereas particles of rock and sticks and stuff used to come right out of there without a problem, I could just wiggle my toes. Now it's stuck in there and I've got to actually pull the shoe off in order to access it. Kind of a pain. Anyways, yeah, wow. You can see what the beaver work has done up here. Like, look at all of this area, no trees, and there are saplings. We're getting into saplings, but a lot of these have been cut. So probably, you know, this side of the river is probably reached really its capacity to support as many beaver families as it can, and that's about 5 lodges worth. Yeah, they have to come really far in to access any trees. That's dangerous, but they do it. Check it out. It's beaver work right there, and even a fresh one at that. Pretty wild. Not so long ago, I was in the habit of barefoot running these trails. Kind of miss that. I don't know what this little plant is growing here along the trail side. It also grows at Spokane, and I believe I've pulled one of the flower heads off to take a close look, and I found it to have little flowers of 4 petals. And so I thought maybe this is a very tiny mustard. But not knowing the species, currently, I just call this the wee mustard.